Hi everyone, this is Jonathan Core with McClinton Chevrolet Mitsubishi. What you're looking at on the screen right now is a 2018 Chevrolet Cruze that is on our used lot. Now, this vehicle is very popular. The Cruze was a great seller for us, and in 2019, Chevrolet discontinued it. So a lot of people are ending their lease, or they're just ready to trade in their Cruze, and they're not sure what to get. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Cruze was an entry-level sedan and hatchback produced by Chevrolet. Was also sold as the Buick Verano. It replaced the Cobalt, which replaced the Cavalier. And like I said, it was a very popular vehicle, and a lot of people really love these cars. But Chevrolet did quit producing them, and a lot of these owners or lessees are wondering what to trade their vehicle in on next. So today, what we're going to do is just present you an option that you may not consider. That's the brand new. This is a 2020 Chevy Trax, and you may think that the Trax is just some gigantic crossover that is not comparable at all to the Cruze. But it's actually not true. These vehicles have a lot in common. So today we're going to point out a few of those similarities and show you why you should definitely consider the Trax as your next Chevrolet if you're a Cruze owner or a Verano owner. One thing that a lot of people think is that the Trax is this giant, tall vehicle, and it's really not. It is a compact, entry-level crossover. The ride height is actually not that much higher than the Cruze. I believe they're within a tenth of an inch of each other, so you're actually going to be able to climb in this very easily. Actually, a lot easier than the Cruze because of the way that the seating position is. Even though they're very similar in height off the ground, the Trax is more upright than the Cruze. So I drove both of these vehicles today, and I will say that I was a lot more comfortable in the in the Trax than I was in the Cruze. Now, fuel mileage was one of the reasons why so many people chose the Cruze. They loved how efficient it was. Now, this is an all-wheel drive Trax, and as you can see there on the Maroni, it gets 29 miles per gallon on the highway, which is great for an all-wheel drive variant of a crossover. You can also get this in front-wheel drive, and the front-wheel drive one comes in up to 31 miles per gallon on the highway. So you're going to get a lot more fuel efficiency than you would a traditional crossover. And if you're worried about losing that fuel mileage from the Cruze, well, the Trax gets great MPGs as well. Another thing that you need to consider with this vehicle is the fact that there are certain things that are available on this that were never available on the Cruze. For instance, you can get all-wheel drive on the Trax, and you could never get all-wheel drive on the Cruze. That was never an option. Of course, you're going to have the latest versions of OnStar. You're going to have the most recent versions of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And you're going to have what we like to offer here, which has never been offered on the new Cruze. You can get it on a used Cruze, but we now offer the McClinton Million, which is a 10-year, million-mile powertrain warranty. That was never an option there on the Cruze. So another thing that you need to consider about the Trax, and if you had a hatchback Cruze, you'll like this about the Trax, is the rear cargo space. There is a lot of usable cargo space here in the Trax. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this back hatch, and it was a snowy day when we recorded this, so I do apologize about that, but we're going to have a lot of great usable cargo space here in the back. So lots of room for tall items. If you had a Cruze hatchback, this cargo space is a lot bigger than that of the Cruze hatchback. And then if you had a Cruze sedan, you're just going to have a lot more space than you had before. Of course, there is seating for 5 in both vehicles. And I mentioned before that you are sitting in a more upright position. So that is going to be one difference that I really like about this vehicle, is that seating position. Let's go ahead and take a look inside of the Trax here, and you're just going to notice that it's very straightforward. It's nothing complicated about the interior. Of course, you have the backup camera, the OnStar, the Android Auto, the Apple CarPlay. What I really suggest is just, if you get a chance, if you are a Cruze owner, or if you have a Buick Verano, come in, take a test drive in a new Trax, or even the Trailblazer, and see how similar the vehicles are. Now, we would love to have your Cruze as a trade. A lot of people like those as pre-owned vehicles. But you'll really come to love the Trax as much as you love the Cruze, or even more so. So if you have any questions, give us a call, 304-422-6501. Visit us online, mcclintonchevy.com. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below. And if you are interested in a Trax, visit Shop Click Drive to estimate your payments and apply for financing. Have a great day.